Hey y'all, this is Joanna. Welcome back to another Latinas Wednesday. I'm here with Yessi and Jessica today, bringing you guys a fresh new podcast episode. Let me say that. A fresh episode. So get comfortable and get ready, guys. Today's episode is, I don't know, it's a little bit
tea. No,
not
it's a little
tea.
deep. I think it's a little deep conversation.
Reminiscing. Let's say that we gotta go back a little bit.
A little bit.
A few steps back.
I know.
And FYI, this is Joanna's topic. She came up with the topic.
I was like, what do you guys think about
not
this? No, guys, but we're so excited. I'm excited to be back. I know you guys. We missed out on last week.
I know. I feel
sorry.
so bad, but it was just such a hectic week, and it was Mother's Day weekend, so it was like so jam packed. Okay,
but don't take it. We are gonna make a few changes.
Yes,
so just be aware there will be changes
for season 4.
Yes, and even with releases, so keep that in mind. We're not gonna leave completely. We're not leaving. We're just revamping.
Yeah.
I like
going
that.
through a revamping.
Yeah, we're just renovating right now, guys. So just
we're renovating.
So just keep us in mind, and we're trying our best, guys. We're trying to get the best content out for you guys. Just be better at what we do. We've been doing this for a while.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like our therapy, literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to perfect our craft. So give us some time, and we'll be with y'all.
Yeah.
Customer service right there.
Yeah, right. No, literally. But yeah, guys. So today's topic that I brought up to the girls was the one that got away. El que se te escapó, o la que se te escapó, whatever it might be. I was telling the girls that I was looking at this page, and they had a bunch of questions, and I thought about that for a while. I was like, dang, did I get away, or did someone get away?
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
So for you, were you the one that got away, or did someone get away?
Or do you have one that got away?
That got away. Okay, I don't know. It's because I feel like because I was in a long term before this a while, I never thought of it that way. But I do feel like maybe there was just one guy that I was like, dang.
Yeah, like I feel like you. Well, I think all three of us, we've dated from high school.
Yes.
We've been with the person we've dated since high school. And look, I'm pretty old now. So I've been with my partner for a very long time. So, obviously I dated before him, right? But okay, so I don't want to steal from you, but okay, go.
Yeah.
And then it's my turn. Sorry, guys. It's my ADHD. Sorry. I read that when I interrupt and I go, it's because
you have to. Because you forget.
Not just that. Thank you.
That is true.
No, it's because I am listening. You have my attention.
Oh.
She's in.
So when I don't interrupt you, or I don't like,
you lost her.
Yes, like I'm not all there. So I read that. So sorry.
Okay,
So in the podcast, I hear myself y me da vergüenza, güey.
No, really.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I cut her off and I didn't let her finish. And I'm like, I overthink this so much. Like,
really?
I lose sleep over how sometimes I interrupt Jessie because, me and Jessie are connected. So most of the time I know what she's going to say. So I say it for her. And then I end up taking the conversation
somewhere else.
Like, fuck. Bitch, it eats me alive. And I do it to Yesenia
I'm like,
more than anyone.
She barely talks on the podcast.
I know.
You're taking your time.
Over. Okay, yeah.
But
that's all I had to say.
I think there's maybe just this one guy where I'm like, okay, he was a very nice guy, and maybe like how we ended wasn't the best, but I feel like if I maybe would have been a little bit more understanding, maybe he would have stayed.
Understanding of what? Like you?
Like, no, me being understanding of him, of like, because we were like long distance.
Okay.
And like he lived a good mile away, and we were young, so I feel like obviously when you're young you don't have transportation, blah blah blah.
See.
So and your mind's you're not mentally mature for a relationship.
But,
and see.
And the only reason why I do think he got away, as you can say, I put quotation marks because
finger quotating.
Finger quotation, but it's because he's doing very well. And I don't know if that's selfish of me. He's doing very well for himself. So I'm like, damn.
Just a little bit.
Right? I'm just like, damn, fuck. But I do feel.
But is it because you feel like you would have been in the same level as him?
Yeah, I feel
You
like.
get me? Because it's not about. Because the
It's-
first
yeah.
word that came to my mind, like, "Go digger."
No,
but
no, literally, no. Seriously, even when I think it, I'm just like, damn.
It sounds gold digging,
Yeah,
but it's
because
not that.
I'm like, I wish I was there. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but it's
so
not like-
yeah, it is kind of like that.
It is
I
like
wanna be
it
where
sounds like
he is.
yeah, but it's not like that because I feel like cuando you're with somebody who's elevated
Or they have ambitions.
yes, you're like right there.
Yeah, and that's what I
at the
see.
same
I
level,
feel
doing your own thing
inspired.
with
Yeah,
them.
and I
Yeah.
feel inspired. It's not even that
Yeah.
I want it. I mean, yes, I want it, but like I feel
She want it,
inspired.
she didn't get it.
But I feel
Right.
inspired by him, and I'm just like,
Right.
wow, like. I wonder what that motivation was feel like, because bitch, motivation, I don't have it. I don't know where it's at right now. Just right now. Right now.
And I was telling Yessie, I think there's a retrograde because I feel the same way. Like motivation is, I don't even know
Down
her
the
name.
floor.
Right? Yes, like we don't even. She does not exist in my house
No,
right now.
yeah, and it's just like the way time is moving. I don't know. There's the simulation is a little out of whack right now because time
Estamos
is
in
flying.
software update.
Yeah, because time is flying so fast, guys. Like, it
Sí.
literally boggles my mind how fast. I'm like, what? Like, we're already at the end of May. It's about to be June. Oh, my gosh. All of that to say...
Nada.
But all of that to say, guys, that I will say...
Don't cry, Joanne.
Sorry, guys. I got a little choked up. I'm just kidding.
He got away.
I know, but I will. All that to say that I feel like maybe I'm the one that got away for someone. Because personally, I feel like that long-term relationship that I was speaking about, I feel like I'm the one that got away. I was a prize, and I feel like I'm just now realizing that, because when we
Yes.
first broke up, I was very much like, I'll take him back. I don't care. But I've come to realize that I'm okay. Like, I'm okay without
Living
him.
life.
Yeah, living life and just being single. It's okay. So now I look at myself like I was the prize. Like, you took that
You
for
were the
granted.
one that got
I'm
away.
the one that got away. And it's sad to feel because like I wanted that person to change, and I wanted something that was never gonna come.
Right.
So I feel like now realizing that, I'm like, damn. I feel like it hurts my feelings a little bit,
But
for myself to realize it, because before I could admit I was a little sad, but for me to realize that I don't need him, it was sad for me.
Yeah.
It was a little
No, but
sad.
this is the sad part for me, right? Because you go into a relationship, sometimes depending, you
Yeah.
know, like you go into a relationship and you're like, nah, no, he's gonna change, or like I'm gonna push him. Why we gotta push people to? Why do we have to push a man to be better?
Exactly.
We're not their moms.
We should inspire
And we
them, if
take
anything,
the
but
role
no.
as moms.
Exactly.
We shouldn't. And in a relationship que está bien, que tienen una visión que son pareja, they're not babying you. Like, you go in like 50-50, you understand each other. You don't have to, yes, we can motivate each other, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna baby you. You're not my
Exactly.
child. And it gets overwhelming for us women, because then we stick around because like, nah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. We're
Eventually
always
he'll
giving
get
them
there.
the prop. Like, nah, he's doing much better.
And we give him the
he's
benefit
working.
of the doubt. Like, oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to work on himself. Watch. Like,
But
he's
then it
got
gets
this.
worse, because then you end up with kids, and now you have kids plus a whole
nother kid.
adult
Yeah, adult
to
kid.
deal with as a child, and it gets you, bitch. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I feel like that's where it was heading to. Like, it was getting to the point where I was like, damn, I keep thinking this man is going to be better, but it's in my head. It's all
Yeah.
in my head. And I want to believe it's so bad that I'm willing to take him back. And that's so sad. Yeah, girl.
Girl.
I know. But no, like I said, I've gone a lot better, at least just realizing that it's not worth it. It's just not. And now I can say, like,
How does it feel to be the one that got away?
honestly, if I didn't love him so much, it would feel great. I think it would. But I think because I still care about him so much and I still love him, I'm just like, damn, bro, I can't. Like, that life we would have had, you know what I mean? I know,
Would
guys.
have, because
I would
even if you would have been there, it wouldn't have been like
yeah,
that.
exactly. But you see,
That's
like,
only in your
in my
head.
head, yes, in my head, I want to think like, oh my God, what would have been? Like, we would have been the best, cute
And
family.
that's what fucks you up.
Oh,
because
yes,
you're
because
all-
your delusion, like,
Yes,
your
the Lulu
delusion.
girl.
Yes, girl. But yeah, guys, I feel like I said I've dealt with both, where I feel like, damn, that person we could have been something, but then again, I've been the one. And it feels good saying it, girl. I should be my shoulders right now because it feels good to say that you're the prize. Like, you got away, bitch. Like, you thought you had me. Give me that plate. But yeah, guys, I feel like personally that's my experience with it. But what about you guys? What do you, Jessie?
No,
No,
aquí la
okay,
comadre que
Jessica.
vaya. Porque se le va a olvidar y ya,
no,
ya.
ya me perdieron.
What's
No.
your take? What's your take?
Okay, so
What's your point of view?
What was the question?
Comadre, no.
No, I feel like I'm sure I'm the one that got away somewhere, somehow. There's no fucking way because I am that bitch. I'm just kidding. That's
No, for real.
But I do have a person that I do feel like they
fumbled the bag.
yeah. But the thing is with that is that I think that if you think that someone got away, it's a waste of time for me. Because how I like to think about it is like, well, you shouldn't feel like people get away from you, right? Because
And
at
if
the end of
they
the
did, it
day,
was for a reason.
yeah, like at the end of the day, what happens for a reason in my head. So if that person quote unquote got away, it's because it wasn't meant to be. Maybe it was a disaster waiting to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And the universe or God or the whoever higher power was like, nah, that's gonna be the worstest. They could be worse. Maybe together you guys aren't. He wouldn't be where he's at, or you wouldn't be where you're at.
That is true.
And you are amazing, Joanna. You're right. You are the prize. As of I feel that I could been,
Yeah.
right, to anyone.
Yeah.
But again, like I feel like everybody finds a person, right? Just like that person that I could say that I got away from them, or como,
Yeah,
right?
like you got away.
They have their person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they have children. I have children. You know,
Right.
like I think that it happens for a reason. Maybe we're not happy 100% of where we are, but that is up to us to change.
Right.
Nobody can change it but you. Not
Yeah.
the universe, not God. Nobody can change it but you, because you're in control of you.
Yeah.
So if you're not happy where you are, change it. And maybe that is what's supposed to happen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I really don't like to be like, oh, like I feel like that person got away. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. And they are where they're supposed to be. So if I
So you don't dwell on it.
I don't dwell. Like I feel like I've had in the past maybe, because remember guys, I have ADHD, self-diagnosed. So I feel like I don't like change. I don't like change, right? So I still listen to the same oldies, and
Yeah.
I still love my little Rob.
shows.
You know, I tend, like, I can watch new shows, but I
Yeah.
tend to always
Go
go
back
back and watch my comfort.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like there was a moment in my life where I would think too much of my past. Oh, I could have done this, or I should have done that, or I should have done with this other person, or I should enjoy life more, because, you know, I was a teen mom. So
Right.
I didn't enjoy alone time. I don't want to say I didn't enjoy life, because my life was still enjoyable
Yeah.
with my
Right.
kids and stuff, but it was just another route, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you dwell on, fuck, that I enjoy my youth, that I didn't do this and I didn't do that. But again, I used to be like that, but lately I've just been like, why dwell? Why dwell in that situation? I cannot go back.
Right.
Por más que lo pienses, por más que digas,
It's
yo
not gonna
quiero, ¿de qué me sirve pensar que pudo ser cuando
Yeah.
no va a ser nunca?
Yeah.
Right? So I tend to like ground myself hard, bitch. Like
Yeah.
even if I gotta like bounce that bitch, but I tell myself like, no, bitch, you're here, you're now, live your life now, because time is going. And
Yeah. And
I
if
felt
you-
like my mind
Was in the
was in the
past.
past for the longest. And you know, even with the whole cheating thing, like I felt like I thought about it so much.
And it took a lot of energy out
It
of you
did,
too.
bro. Like I felt like I was dying. And like, not just because of the cheating, like I feel like I'm over that, but I felt like myself, like not including the other person, like my partner. It was just the me situation. Like,
Right.
what the fuck are you doing? You're losing yourself. You're dying inside. Like
Right.
you're alive, but you're dying, right? So that's my point of view. Like I tend not to
dwell.
think about, oh, somebody got away, because at the end of the day, those feelings are irrelevant to me, right? Because I have to learn to love myself, not dwell on other people, especially love. I don't know, guys. There's something wrong with me, but
I get it though.
I feel like sometimes
I see your point.
I feel like sometimes love is irrelevant to life. Because maybe because I haven't had a healthy relationship that I can be like, well, I don't like to say that in public, but my relationship is not always the healthiest, right? And I think it's because we've been together for so long, but sometimes I'm like, not that I don't love him, I love him, but I feel like, what is that relevance to me? Like it doesn't feed me for me.
Yeah, it doesn't feed your soul.
Sometimes I'm very unselfish. Like I'm the most unselfish person that I know sometimes. And that kills me sometimes, because I'm like, fuck, I don't think about myself that much. But I should. So sometimes, because I have issues, I think like that. Like, what is love? Like, why are we wired to think that this is why we come to the world, to find someone to love? Like, that makes no fucking sense to me.
We don't come to this world to find someone to love.
But that's how we're wired to be.
We're wired, but in reality, that's because we don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
But it's not that we have to. It's just wired. Like, oh, you have to get married.
Yeah,
you have
that's
to have
how I
kids.
feel.
You have to do this.
I feel like people hate on people that don't want to have kids. Like, especially the newer generation. It's like, why? What's wrong with you? Why? Like, bitch, I don't want to fuck someone else up.
Well, it's kind of changing. Like, back in the day, like, especially us we're from Mexico. Like, it was down, like, it was looked down on. Come on.
Down upon, yeah.
But now, if you go out, like my mom, she's like, ay, no tengas hijos. Ay, no, estás bien así. You get me? Because she knows the struggle, and she knows that in a relationship, if you're not there all the way, it's not gonna work.
Exactly.
Girls, sometimes I don't even believe there's relationships like that.
There is.
I know, but I come to a point where I'm like, they're faking.
Yeah, no,
faking
there is
like
a little bit of me that is like, y'all can't be that motherfucker.
No, yeah.
Like, no,
Right?
no,
But
it's
sometimes
crazy.
it's overly like, bitch, like, it's flowing that you lying, girl.
Yeah.
Girl, and I think it's también because we've seen it. Well, I've seen it on social media. There's a couple that look like the happiest, and
then like a month later they're breaking up,
and all this nasty shit comes out. Que le pegaba, que la maltrataba, que he would cheat on her, and they were
in each other.
Yeah, no, for real. And that's all, like,
so
it's like not everything is real that you see. So yeah, I do.
And
believe.
then what happens? We get heartbroken and we're like, oh my god, so there's no love because I thought that was love, and then you go back to the cycle.
I was just about to
At
say,
the end of the day, is like, we have to find our own selves, be happy. You don't need to find love at all. And
I mean, it's nice.
That is so true, though, Yessie, that we don't like to be alone. Like, and I think everyone is just scared to not die alone, but be alone when you die. Yeah.
Which, regardless, you're gonna go alone.
Of course,
you're going
but
alone,
I do
girl.
see that a lot in this generation, where people stick to people they're comfortable with, or just people that it's not going well for them, but they rather just stay because it makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I'm not just talking, but when I'm talking about love, I don't just say love like a partner. I'm saying like with friends. Sometimes friends are very mean. They're very unfair.
You are second guessing about love about me.
No, not you. Me and you are something else. Me and you are something else. But I've seen friendships where one of the parties have complained to me like, oh, this friend does this to me or does that to me, or like she made this comment.
Okay,
and like,
do you think that's fake?
Yes.
You do?
I think that you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be friendless. So you continue to deal with that treatment.
Yeah.
And I've seen that, like,
and it's
with
sad.
grown women and with younger generation.
Right.
They would rather just have shitty friends than no friends at all.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's because then I won't have friends. Does it fucking matter?
But if you think about it, it starts with that friendship. If you can't hold a healthy friendship, what makes you think you're gonna hold a healthy relationship with someone?
Girl, and I've seen it so much, and that's when I'm like, but does it really matter matter. Bitch, I've seen videos of sisters, they fucking betray each other. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so you see why I'm saying about love? Like, it's just so irrelevant sometimes. Like, I understand I want to be loved sometimes.
Okay, so what do you mean by that?
So yeah, so like, look, let me do an example, because I don't want someone to. Okay, when I love Yesenia, it's so effortlessly, right?
Flows.
Yeah, when I love my children, it's so effortlessly.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to work for it. I don't have, there's no arguing, there's no hate. Because I can love, like, especially like your partner. Sometimes you guys argue mad and then, you know, you hate each other. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's the type of love that I'm like, oh, that I don't even have to think about that. That's love. I don't have to like put a name to it. That's how effortlessly it is. That I'm not like questioning that, you know. But then when you question it with a partner, with a sister, with a cousin, with a friend, that's when I'm like, why? Like, why is that even like? Why? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but
no, I know what you mean. Like, mean? Why am I questioning this when it should be?
Yeah, like it should be effortlessly.
Exactly.
Like, it should just be love.
Natural.
So that's why I'm like, why do I feel like I need it in my existence?
Yeah, I know. Now I know what you mean. You mean like, you lost me at first, but I'm coming back. But
like I said, it's not that I don't love. I do. I love people.
So you don't love me?
I do, sister, and I love my partner as well. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't love him. We're together just because, right? Because I do. I love him, and I will forever love him, even if we don't work out one day. You know, knock on wood. But you know, like I love him, but I just feel that it's not necessary. Like unfortunately, I can be like, and I wish I had this mentality when I was younger, when I thought that I couldn't be alone, and I thought that someone needed to love me, and I had to put myself low for guys to be like, yeah, that's the bitch I want, you know. And it's just like, why bring myself low like that, you know? And I think that's when, and then I stopped myself and I'm like, okay, wait, that was you, old you. Because again, I don't want to fucking dwell on it. I don't want to fucking dwell on who I was back then, or who I dated or who I didn't date. You know. And it's just like, I don't know. But your turn.
Yeah, I know what you mean, sister. Now I know what you mean. I'm gonna take your advice, though. I need to apply some of that to my life.
Girl, sometimes I'm like, why can't I take my own advice?
Yes, you tell us. Were you the one that got away, or someone got away?
I don't know. No. I don't know, because I'm the type of person, when I let it go, I let it go.
Yeah.
I don't look back.
Yeah, you don't.
She doesn't. Trust me. She does not. And I think that también por eso I've learned a lot from Yesenia, just by her telling me all the time, just let it go. Just let it go. If it wasn't meant to you, let it go. Because I've seen her. I've seen her. Like, she has lost something before, and I've seen her, and she's just like, well, too bad. Like, I don't see her dwelling on that person, you know, and or dwelling on the relationship. And I'm just like, damn, bitch, like, I would have been dissolved. But yeah, you know, and I don't think it's a bad thing. You protect your energy.
Yeah, I protect it, and that's what I was about to say too. Like, I feel like the people that were part of my life, it was meant to be, obviously, because they're part of the cycle of life, that, you know, we sign a contract, and life after life, we were reborn, and the same souls come back, you know. We were meant to cross paths, we crossed them, and then, you know, we keep going. You know, I always thought about that. So I really don't know if I was the one that got away for somebody, but I feel like,
I think you were. I can 100% guarantee you. And I'm not talking about just romantics here. I'm talking about people in her life. She is the person that got away. And I'm sure that one day, maybe not today, but I know that one day they will need from her. And they will come back and be like, oh, shit. And she will say, you gone, you left, who the fuck are you? So I know I can say it with guarantee that you are the one that got away, bitch. And who people that are in her life and don't fucking respect her and don't fucking take advantage of the person she is, she will say bye, bitch, one of these days. Like, just tempt her.
So you don't play
my Pookie. No, I don't play. No, and it really, like, I don't know. I scare myself sometimes where I'm like, is that normal? You know, like it always crosses my mind, is that normal? Am I too harsh? But I feel like no, because they don't think like me. They're not me. So no, it's not. You know, I let it go. I don't overthink
and if
it.
they're not putting you at a high standard like you put yourself, it's like no.
Yeah.
Or she puts them
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and I feel like
Like and that's what I noticed too. Like I give you too much props, and you don't stay there. Girl, I'm not gonna tell you again. Like at first, I'm pushing you. No, bitch, this. Like, no, you can do it. No. And I'm like questioning you, and I'm grilling you, and I'm getting upset. And then when I start noticing I'm getting drained, I'm like, nope, chop it, and then I don't question you. Oh, you're gonna do it again? That is fine. Go do it. Why? Because I've already cut it off.
Yeah,
It's
you're
gone,
like,
girl.
yeah,
You gone.
that ship has sailed.
Yeah. So it's come to the point, and then it gets to a point where like, oh, you're gonna get mad. I know you're gonna get mad, and then they tell me, I'm like, oh, it's life. And then they get shocked because
you're
I
not
didn't react
mad,
the
yeah.
way they wanted me to. It's because I already cut it.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
you're
sad
not up
when
to that.
when that, like, I can never think that I'm telling you something to get a reaction from you. Like, that is weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's another level of craziness.
Yeah.
Because if they get mad over your reaction, what's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Like to me, that's just like, so you just told me to get a reaction?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I'm not gonna pity you. I'm not gonna, like you said, you know, you already settled, because again, you already got to the point where you're like, okay, this problem is not mine,
Yeah.
and it's affecting me.
Yeah.
And then because you love that person, because but again, it's so hard. So that's when I'm like, okay, I can't. Like, it's not that the love stops, but you have to put a boundary.
Yes.
Because then it's not effortlessly. And life is so fucking hard for it to be like that.
Yeah.
For you to love somebody, something so beautiful as love,
Yeah.
to be so hard and to be so
complicated.
exactly like, fuck. Like, you know, like
That is
everything
so
else is
true.
love should be effortlessly, and love should be love. And it's so hard. Then what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and you can change nobody's mind, and you cannot force nobody to love you the way you love them. You can't. And as much as you want to help them, they're not gonna be in the same level as you.
Exactly.
So just let it go, cut it.
Go.
So like to that question is like, I don't know if I was the one that got away, but igual, I never put that somebody got away from me. Never. Because it was meant to happen. It happened, and then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
So I don't know how I can relate so much. Obviously, there's obviously, igual como dice Jessica, like cuando estás allí, ya, como like when you're still barely living life, you're like, oh my God, like I'm so stuck in him. Yes, I went through that.
Yeah.
But as I grew up and as I experienced and went through a lot of bullshit, I learned to just
Let it go.
I learned to prioritize myself.
Yeah.
Vengo yo primero. Nobody else but me.
I think that's kind of where I'm trying to be, because I feel like, even though like I said, I feel like I'm the one that got away. Like, bitch, yes, like you're never gonna get this. But it's like, and all of that means nothing if I don't value myself, or if I don't
That's the thing.
love myself the way, you know.
Con empezar, mira, it's hard to love us. And it is.
It very
Because
is.
sometimes you tend to put somebody else before you. But at least have that self-respect for yourself.
Yeah.
To be
You
like,
get me?
yeah.
If you don't like, okay, for instance, right? You don't like when somebody just te pasan sin saludarte, right? And you're like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this bitch? Right? You don't like it. But then what do? Oh, ya, verdad, ya pasa la conversación, right? And you're like, okay, so like, I didn't like that, right?
Yeah.
Pero te quedas callada, right? And then it escalates. Next time, they're just gonna reach out once a week, and it's not to say, hi, how are you? It's like, hey, I need you to do this for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, it gets worse, like, and you're still there, right? You're gonna feel some type of way, because you're like, well, what the fuck, like, why are you doing this shit to me, right? And that's what I'm saying, like, if you don't like when somebody just brushes you off, right? Then at that point you address it, and if it doesn't change,
Move on.
then move on. It's like you have to put the little respect or those little boundaries. Start with those small boundaries, because it's hard. Our brain gets overloaded with like, oh my god, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to change, I have to change, and then you don't do any changes because you don't know where to start. So you start little. Put a boundary. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, you don't like when I say this, or even when they restrict you from laughing, you're like, what the fuck, what's wrong with my laugh?
Yeah.
You know, like,
did I say
oh my
something?
god, like, stop laughing like that, like, bitch, like, what the fuck is wrong with my laugh? Even at the smallest thing that they keep you from being you, then that's your responsibility to either address it, stop it, or I mean, if you don't give a damn and you have no respect for yourself, then let it go. But
Let it go.
it start with those little boundaries, like little tiny, like, I didn't like that, address it in the moment.
Yeah.
You don't want to let it get out of hand.
and drag on.
And believe me, even when it's friends, that's when it's so sad. Because me and Jessica don't have this. We don't, there's no like, no hay malicia, no hay jealousy. There's nothing. So it's hard for me to tell you, because even as friends, like if Jessica ever says something to me like, girl, it's gonna break my heart, because I know that our friendship is falling apart. Because sometimes, like, I mean, she has gotten me in trouble, and I've gotten mad, like, girl, why you did that? Like, we have those type of conversations, but it's never in a way where she's trying to
down her,
look down upon me, like feel better than me. Then that's a little,
or have her feel like, well, this is how I felt, like she's done to me, like she's never made me feel little. Hasta de eso, like when I feel little, she makes me feel bigger, and that's what I feel like, you know.
Yeah, it should happen in a friendship.
Start with friendships. If you want a good relationship with
I was
somebody,
gonna
start
say
with
that.
friendship.
I was gonna say I'm gonna start with friendships, and then we'll upgrade, because I'm not even in a relationship. But
in the
at least I
meantime,
know
yeah.
what to look for and how to be in the next relationship, because that is true. Once you let things drag on, then you keep thinking about it, and you're like, damn, did she really talk to me like that? Did this person
And
really
then it
look
starts
at?
escalating. It's like, oh, now you don't want me to do this. Oh, now I can't go hang out that place. And like, what the fuck?
But I know
Yeah.
how that is, because I'm like that. I tend to brush it off. Like, if I feel
Me
disrespected,
too.
or I feel like you made a
slick ass comment, I'm just like, okay.
Bite your tongue.
And
But this is the thing.
Okay,
if they
is
didn't
it
bite their
bad
tongue,
that if they make a slick comment, I make one back?
no,
Because I feel like that's
No.
tick for tack, and then I feel like a
No,
bitch, and then I'm
no.
like, damn, bro. Instead of like, I level
should be
down
the
to
grown-
her. Yeah, I
I should be
leveled
the
down,
grown
and
up.
I should have just been like, bitch, I didn't like you said. I should have just been like, bitch, don't talk to me
Address
like that.
it.
Yeah, I don't like
Don't-
that.
yeah, it's-
but
okay,
I feel
it's-
like I always, if I hear some shit, I'm like, bitch, the fuck, and then I say something for more fucked up, and then I'm like, I'm
that's
the bitch
when you're
now.
in the game, though. That's gonna the little back and forth game.
That's what
but
I.
you cut it by
Yeah.
addressing it in that
I
moment.
don't remember who I said that to one time. I was
Yeah,
like,
and I feel like
I was like, cuidadito, porque luego no
te
digas
aguantas,
eso, porque
porque no
luego no
te
te llevas,
huevas.
luego no te aguantas. No me acuerdo a quién le dije. No me acuerdo,
But
but,
that's
but I felt like I was being aggressive.
Aggressive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Whenever you address it, because then it comes off like, oh my god. Because I have addressed it when I've been like, don't like, or what did I say? I don't know, but I know
You
someone
addressed
told me like something, and I was like, what the fuck, bitch? Don't say that. And they were like, oh my god, you can't take a joke. And then I feel like
Like a
I'm
bitch.
overreacting.
No,
Yeah.
but then that's the thing. Like, oh, well, I could have done a joke just like yours. But I don't play like that. That's when when it comes to people, that's why that coworker, that bitch, you don't know me.
Yeah, don't play with me.
Don't fucking know
and
me.
that's another thing. Si no nos llevamos, don't play like that.
Yeah.
Like there's
So,
certain people.
But that's when it comes back to boundaries, girl. Because if you're like
And-
with everybody's gonna take advantage of you.
That is
Everybody's
true.
you're
Because
opening
I
it
do
up for
see
them.
that. I feel like I see the level of respect they have towards others, but then when it's us, it's like the respect
It's
is
something.
different. Yeah, like and we'll double down. Like
Yeah.
if she says something, I'll say something back, and like it'll keep
Yeah.
going and going.
Yeah.
And then like Yeah.
But that's I hate when they say you can't take a joke.
Yeah, I hate. Dude,
When do you
then
think
that
that
makes
they're
me-
joking with you?
No, because eso quiere decir que they were not joking to
Yeah.
me. Porque igual, like, puede ser un joke para
Yeah, and
ti,
you could
pero
just be
yo lo
like,
puedo
I'm
tomar
sorry,
mal.
damn, I said it wrong, or damn, I didn't want you
Oh,
to
yeah,
feel that way.
yeah,
Yeah,
like-
but if you say, damn, you can't take a joke, and it's almost like, bitch, I could take it how I want. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You thought of it as a joke, but you don't know how.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
I feel
take
like it depends. Like, I don't think me and Jesse have ever said like, "Damn, you can't take a joke." Like those
know.
words have never
No.
came out of my
Oh, guys,
mind.
a good
with her.
one. Well, I think you guys did talk about friends, but did you ever feel like a friend got away from you?
A friend?
Yeah, we spoke about relationships, but
Yeah.
what about friends? Or did you get away from a friend?
No.
No, you, Yessie? No?
No.
A friend? No?
Like I feel like again.
I feel like I got away on some of my old friends.
Yeah, like
Only
well,
because
yes, it can-
yeah,
yes.
because they're coming back and look for you, right? And they'll be like,
in a
"How have
way,
you been?" Or like,
No, not in the
No?
fact that, not like that. The way I take it is like, okay, like focus on our relationship right here, right? Our relationship, like, girl, like like who doesn't want this type of relation? I'm true. I'm my honest, truthful self with her. Who doesn't
yeah,
want
you
to be
guys
that?
really inspire me. At least in friendships, you guys are like, okay.
So maybe, maybe us as friends, we are the ones that got away. We are the ones when it comes to friendship. Because, girl, you're never gonna find a relationship that's gonna hold you like we hold each other. Never, because siempre va a haber esa friend que te vivorea, habla mal de ti en tus espaldas, because I've witnessed it. Even in a group where we were like, oh yes, we're friends, we're besties aquí. Girl, then, ay, esta me vivoreaba a mí, luego la otra me vivoreaba a mí, and then I was in between, y me quedaba callada.
Sí.
I'm like, oh
Entre
really,
ellas
really?
mismas se hablaban
And
mal.
then, yes, and then they were still hooking up, and then, I fall back. I fell back. And then they're allá, que best friends, but little they know, una would whisper in my ear and the other one would whisper in my other. So at the end of the day, they chose whatever the route they wanted to. I mean, that's what it's meant to be. But I feel like, oh girl, nobody is gonna tell you the way it is. Like aquí nosotros, you know, like Jessica is like, if that's what I'm saying, like, I don't know, Jessica, she's
weird.
nice. She's
I'm
nice.
weird.
She's very nice. She's very nice. Very nice. And she
It sounds
she
like a bad thing.
No, to the point where like, yeah, she's nice and she has friends, but she's not gonna waste her time with you because guess what? We over here we're like she's not gonna give you the honest opinion because she's so nice. She's not gonna give you the honest opinion.
I'm not, because that's not my
That's-
She
place.
doesn't,
Yeah,
she doesn't want to
Again,
overstep.
this is my head.
She
That's
can
not my
overstep-
place.
Yes,
Dude, I
exactly.
think the same way. Like my friends will literally be like, "But why didn't you tell me?" But I'm
'Cause
like,
that's
"It's
not my place." Like-
and like, it
But with
feels-
her, I'm in her place and she's on my
and
place.
like that's what I mean.
Yes.
I haven't found, and as like I have friends, I have really close friends. Maybe just one friend where I feel like she wouldn't judge me, which is my best friend. But like the other friends that I do hang out on the regular, sometimes I feel fucked up because I don't come to them as often. But it's because I feel like, like what are they gonna say?
Ya haven't went to that level.
Yeah, and I feel bad because they're already on that level with me, but I just don't know why I'm not the same way. And I
It's
literally
because-
get
okay,
in myself. Wait, I literally get in my own head, and I'm like, that's fucked up. I didn't like. They literally invite me everywhere, like to their family things, and then my family things come around, and they're like. They almost like ask me like, oh, what are you guys doing? And that would be my chance to be like, oh, come over. But I don't do that. And I don't know why. And I beat myself up and I'm like, why don't I? Like, I'm comfortable with them. Like, I like,
but if you don't genuinely open up, genuinely, effortlessly, como dice Jessica, it's not meant. It's your own body telling you that's not it.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I was like, every person tiene una forma de ser, right? Tú, Joanna, you're like me. We're like almost the same person. We are too nice.
And we overthink so much in our head.
We
like,
overshare.
I literally will be like, oh my God, she's gonna be like, no, what the fuck?
Tienes
But then
un
in
corazón.
reality, they want to come, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel bad because I'm like,
No,
damn, I didn't
sister.
even offer, or like literally they're so nice, and then I'm like, damn, I didn't even think of that.
Pero es porque, Joanna, you have a huge heart and you want to invite everybody in.
Yeah.
But you have gotten fucked over.
Yeah.
So I feel like from there you have learned to back off a little bit and not give yourself 100%.
Yeah.
And then let me tell you
Or I
something.
just
¿Sabes
don't wanna
por qué no?
overstep, like you said, like I just
Overstep,
don't
pero
wanna be
¿sabes por
like-
qué no? Porque una vez que una persona te enseña algo que no te gusta, una cosita, Joanna, like this small, that you don't like, and I feel como que that's when you're like, okay, that's not the person I'm gonna invite.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just
Tiene
like,
que ser
okay,
one thing.
And I'm just like, okay,
I
that wasn't
promise
a
you,
good
is
idea.
that. Because una vez que esa persona, like, cruza esa cosa that you're like, oh, wait. Maybe you don't see it consciously, but I swear I see it in you. When one person does that to you, you're like, okay, never mind.
Never again.
Exactly.
All right, guys. In conclusion, what I've gathered, I'm just kidding.
What I gathered.
No, but honestly, I feel like I did learn it so much. Just listening to you guys and learning from you guys' experience that.
Or just eye-opening.
Yeah,
of
a little
certain
bit of an eye
situations.
opener. Yeah, that for me at least, I need to learn that no one really got away, and I really didn't get away. It was meant all to happen for a reason, and it's just you gotta accept things that didn't go well. And like Yessie said, I like what you really said, that you're meant to cross paths at some point in your life, but it doesn't mean it's forever, and that's okay. Like it's okay to not have someone in your life forever. But yeah, guys, I really, really, it was a big eye opener for me. It made me just realize that, baby, things just go the way they do, and there's a higher power up there that sees, what I need in my life. So
Yeah.
Don't give it there.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, with that, we are closing off this episode. So excited for the new beginnings that are coming.
Yes.
We hope you guys get to see what we have in our little hands. Any last words from my beautiful ladies over here?
Don't forget to follow us on all social media. I gotta get it out.
Yeah.
And don't forget to follow us on all our social medias at Ready or Not Latinas. And take us or leave us. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
Queen. I do want to say, it's okay to be alone. Love yourself before you love anybody else. And I know that's so like, ¿cómo se dice?
Cliche.
Yeah, so cliche to say, but it's true. I feel like you have to learn to be alone, do things alone for a minute, and like, girls, don't settle.
Never settle.
And if love is not effortlessly, let it go. Let it go. Let all,
Yes.
like I'm not gonna start anymore.
No,
so
no worries.
I'm like,
All right, guys. Well, with that, we're all out. We love you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.